you find yourself in a relationship, but you can't really tell whether the guy is interested in you or just, wasting your time. Relationship is the greatest stress of humans. Relax. I'm here to give you some tips to know whether the guy that you are in a relationship with is interested in you or not. Number one, if he takes his time to respond to you, to your messages, to your text messages, maybe for days. I understand sometimes we can be very busy, we men. For instance, I could be engrossed in my work, maybe from morning till evening. But when I retire from the day, I know I have to check my messages, check my missed calls, and see who called me. If I don't respond, or I find it difficult to respond, what does that tell you? It's just that I'm not really interested in you, or I don't find your calls or your text messages worth responding to. That's a red flag. If your guy does this to you, he's not interested in you. Number two, he tells you that he's not ready for a serious relationship. He says, let's see how it goes. Really? Let's see how it goes? A guy that you are supposed to be dating tells you he's not ready. Look, take it literally. He is not ready. Oftentimes, ladies think maybe he's just joking, or he doesn't mean it, or probably he doesn't want to act so desperate. No. When the guy is ready, he will let you know. But as far as he has opened his mouth to tell you he is not ready, he's not just ready. He's not into you. That's a red flag. If your guy does this to you, think about it. Number three, when you try to express your emotions, your guy seems to be emotionally unavailable. You try to ask him questions, how do you see our relationship going? And he acts blank. And you can't really decipher whether the guy is serious or not. Sometimes he acts very cold, and other times he's like very hot. It's like your feelings is being pushed back and forth, and you cannot really make a concrete decision. If your man does this to you, leave him. Number four, if you are the only one that is always initiating the conversation, you are the only one starting the discussion, chances are he's not interested in you. I know sometimes we guys may not want to look as if we are being a pest, but if you are only the one always talking, starting the conversation, chances are he's not interested. Number five, he cancels plans with you more often than ever. You guys scheduled to meet at a restaurant at so place, and at the 9 minutes, he came up with an excuse why he can't be available. He reschedules it, and at the 9 minutes, yet again, he came up with an excuse. He couldn't even apologize, and he keeps doing this. I understand probably he may be busy, he may be engrossed with his work, but if this is done repeatedly, chances are he's not into you. Because if he is truly into you, he will consider your feelings. He won't just cancel plans that he has made with you abruptly. If your guy does this to you, think about it. Number six, he calls you are his friend. Let's say he's trying to introduce you to his friends and family, and he doesn't even give you a specific title like my dearest friend or my fiancé. He calls you, meet my friend. My friend, just a friend. He does this to you, that's who you are. Nothing more. A friend. You see, when men are very much interested in you, they become intentional. They begin to see you in their future. But if they are still friend zoning you, chances are he's not truly interested in you. Probably he just needs someone that will just keep him company for the meantime. If your guy does this to you, think about it. Number 7, watch non-verbal cues. You see, what the mind tries to hide, the body exposes it. For instance, now you guys are having a conversation, or you went to meet him up, at his place and you guys are discussing, but you discover that his body is tilted away from you and you ignore, and you keep going, you keep talking, he takes up his phone, he's responding to some messages on his phone and telling you sorry, I'm sorry, but he keeps doing that, and after a while it's like this yawning, feeling tired. If your guy does this to you, he's not truly interested in you. You see, when guys are interested in someone, they give you full devotion, full attention. He just probably feels that you are boring or you are not that lively. Your guy does this to you, think about it. So these are some simple tips for you to know when a guy is truly interested and is into you, not just wasting your time wasters. So if your guy does all these that I've mentioned in this video, leave him.